10 dumb mistakes that are slowly killing your engine. You probably think you're doing everything right. Fresh oil? Check. Routine maintenance? Check. So why does your engine still sound a little off sometimes? Here's the kicker. Some of the very things you're doing to help your bike could actually be tearing it apart. And the worst part? You won't notice until the damage is already done. Let's walk through 10 common oil change mistakes that could be quietly shortening your engine's life, 1 mile at a time. Mistake number 1, using the wrong kind of oil. This one's more common than you'd think. A lot of people just grab a bottle that says motor oil and assume it's fine. But engines aren't that forgiving. Every engine is designed for a particular oil viscosity, which is basically how thick the oil is when it heats up. Use oil that's too runny, and it won't stay on metal parts long enough to protect them. Go too thick, and it'll have a hard time flowing through tight spots, especially in colder weather. Either way, your engine is running with less protection than it needs. Over time, that leads to excess heat, metal-on-metal contact, and wear in places you really don't want, like bearings and piston rings. Moral of the story? Don't wing it. Crack open the owner's manual and stick to the exact oil spec it recommends. Even if the oil is perfect, it won't help much if you make this next slip-up. Mistake number 2. Waiting too long to change your oil. Oil isn't immortal. It breaks down, even if it looks clean on the dipstick. Each time you drive, the oil loses some of its protective power. The detergents, anti-wear agents, and friction modifiers wear out. So by the time you're overdue, it's not just dirty, it's ineffective. Pushing an oil change a few hundred miles here or there might not seem like a big deal, but it adds up fast. Day by day, your engine is being exposed to more friction, more heat, and more microscopic damage. Stick to the schedule in your owner's manual, typically every 5,000 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first. Because just a little late today could mean engine trouble down the road. But what if you change the oil on time and still cause damage? Mistake number 3, not replacing the oil filter. This one happens more often than it should. People drain the oil, pour in fresh fluid, and completely forget the filter. Big mistake. Your oil filter isn't optional. It catches tiny metal shavings, combustion residue, and gunk that accumulates as the oil cycles through the engine. If you skip it, all that junk just stays in the system, scratching cylinder walls, clogging oil passages, and shortening the life of your motor. Even worse, if the filter gets too clogged, it can go into bypass mode, which means your engine is circulating completely unfiltered oil. That's like taking a shower with dirty water. Pointless. So don't skip it. A new filter costs a few bucks, takes minutes to install, and saves you thousands in repairs. And if you're swapping out the filter and oil, don't do it while the engine's cold.
Mistake number 4, draining cold oil. Cold oil is like thick syrup. It clings, it resists, and it doesn't drain well. When you change the oil before warming up the engine, a good portion of that old, dirty oil stays stuck to internal surfaces or settles in crevices. When you pour in new oil, it mixes with the old sludge, and just like that, your fresh oil change is already contaminated. The fix is simple. Let your engine idle for about 5 minutes before starting the job. Warm oil flows better and takes more of the built-up contaminants out with it. It's a small step, but it goes a long way. And once that oil's flowing, don't go overboard. Mistake number 5, overfilling the oil. A little extra can't hurt, right? Wrong. Engines are balanced systems, and oil levels are calibrated down to the millimeter. Too much oil, and the crankshaft starts whipping it into foam like a blender. Foamy oil is full of air bubbles, and air doesn't lubricate. That means metal-on-metal contact and overheating. On top of that, overfilling can cause pressure spikes, which blow out seals, rupture gaskets, or crack engine components. Always fill slowly. Check the dipstick. Stop when you hit the correct level. Because the right amount of oil only matters if it stays in the engine. Mistake number 6, not checking for leaks. You finish the oil change, pat yourself on the back, and drive off. But wait, did you check underneath? Even a small leak can turn into a major issue if it goes unnoticed. Maybe the drain plug wasn't tight enough, or the gasket's shot, or the filter is cross-threaded. After every oil change, start the engine, let it run for a minute, then shut it off and inspect everything: filter, drain plug, and surrounding areas. A few seconds of checking can save you from discovering a dry engine and a stained driveway tomorrow morning. But it's not just about leaks. The oil itself matters, especially if it's bargain bin stuff. Mistake number 7, using bottom shelf oil. Sure, that off-brand oil on sale might technically meet the basic standards, but cheap oil often cuts corners on additives, the stuff that keeps your engine clean and protected under stress. It also tends to break down faster when exposed to high heat. That means less lubrication, more sludge, and faster wear on engine parts. Engines that run on poor quality oil often end up gummed up from the inside, especially in tight oil channels where circulation matters most. So, while cheap oil might save you $15 now, it could cost you thousands later. Stick with trusted brands and follow the specs your car requires. It's a small investment for long-term performance. And while you're down there, don't forget this tiny part. Mistake number 8, ignoring the drain plug magnet. Most drain plugs have a built-in magnet, a tiny detail with a huge job. It captures microscopic metal particles from the oil before they recirculate through the system. But if you don't wipe it clean during your oil change, those same metal bits go right back into circulation with your fresh oil. That's like brushing your teeth with a used toothbrush. Just give the plug a quick wipe before reinstalling it. It's a 5-second job that helps reduce engine wear over time.
Which brings us to another wrench-in-hand mistake, literally. Mistake number 9, over-tightening or under-tightening the oil filter. Getting the oil filter torque wrong is surprisingly easy. Too tight and you crush the gasket, causing leaks and making it nearly impossible to remove next time. Too loose, and oil leaks out as soon as pressure builds. The right way? Hand tighten it until it's snug, then give it about a quarter turn more. If your car calls for a specific torque value, many do, use a torque wrench and follow it exactly. It's a delicate balance and one that can prevent a lot of headaches. But none of that matters if you make this final and shockingly real mistake. Mistake number 10, reusing old oil. Believe it or not, some people actually pour used oil back into the engine. Maybe they're trying to save money or they think it looks clean enough. Bad idea. Used oil is full of combustion byproducts, metal shavings, moisture, and sludge. It's chemically broken down and no longer offers the protection your engine needs. Putting it back in is like washing your face with dirty water. It looks fine, but it's contaminated. There's no shortcut here. Always use new oil, every time. Because even the most well-built engine can't survive shortcuts forever. Small mistakes, big consequences. Oil changes might seem routine, just another chore on your car maintenance list, but engines don't blow up out of nowhere. They wear down from tiny mistakes that happen again and again over time. Skipping the filter, using the wrong oil, ignoring that tiny leak. It all adds up. And the difference between an engine that lasts 80,000 miles and one that runs for 250,000, it's not luck, it's consistency, discipline, doing the basics the right way every single time. So, next time you change your oil, slow down, double-check your steps. Treat it like your engine's life depends on it, because honestly, it does.